To find scholarly articles in the library database, go to the library website. Click on Finding Information, Find a Database, and the A to Z list. If it asks you to log in, you will use the same information that you used to log into your MyLeo. It may ask you to log in if you are off campus. If you have trouble logging in, contact the library. From the database list, you want to check Academic Search Complete. It's a multidisciplinary database. If you want to include other databases, you can go to Choose a Database. And you can include things like the MLA database, and anything else that might be relevant to this class. As you can see, there are a variety of databases on multiple different subjects. You can even look up ebooks. Enter in your search terms. Maybe you're looking for media literacy, or maybe you're looking for fandom, or maybe you're looking for a specific show or TV show. Remember, not all of your sources need to be about your specific community, but they can be about media literacy or fandom in general. You want to also select full text, and then from publication type, you want to select article. This way it will only show you articles, and it won't show you things like book reviews. You don't want to summarize a book review for your annotated bibliography. So similarly here, you can select periodical to ensure that you're only going to see journals and scholarly articles. Hit scholarly peer-reviewed journals to make sure that you are getting scholarly sources and not things that are entertainment like e-magazine or Time. While Time is a news source, it's not a scholarly journal. So we'll click Search. As you can see, we found 735 results. If we wanted to, we could try narrowing the search even further and looking for media literacy and fandom. You could also change that to or if you're coming up with a lot of search results with a word you're really not looking for, like maybe you don't want to see articles on teaching, you could click not and then put that word right there to weed out those search results. Let's see what happens when we look for media literacy and fandom. Well, we've narrowed it down to 1. So probably your best bet is to, well, this one would be a good place to start, but to look for either one or the other and try to play around with the search results and see what you end up with. So we can click on PDF full text to open up the actual journal article right now. Or if we want to find out more about it first, we can click on the article name. And from here we can find out more information, such as when it was published, who published it, who the authors are. Sometimes they'll have an abstract here. Make sure for your annotated bibliography that you are not summarizing the abstract. That would be summarizing a summary, and could be construed as plagiarism. Okay. So once again, we can click here to download the article. You can also email it to yourself. You could download it to your computer and save it. I want to show you this handy Cite button right here. If you click on Cite, it will show you all the different ways to cite this article in the different formats. So as you can see, they have AMA, APA, Chicago, Harvard. Here's MLA. Here's what we want. So here is how to cite this article in MLA format. So you can copy this and paste it onto your works cited page or your annotated bibliography, and then just make sure you fix the indentions, you fix the spacing. Sometimes when you copy and paste, it removes the italics, so make sure that you italicize what needs to be italicized. But there you go, you have your citation, and it's put that information in the right order for you. Okay, you always just want to double check it sometimes, especially with um, with non-English or American names. Sometimes it will get the first name and last name mixed up. This happens sometimes when I look at articles by Japanese authors. So you always want to double check that against the actual article and make sure that the information is correct. Okay. But it's a handy tool, so you don't have to try to do the citation from scratch. Now if we click on the PDF full text, we can pull up the actual article. If for any reason you have trouble getting it to load right here, you can click up here on this download PDF and it will just download it right into your computer so that you don't have to use this viewer. Okay. So as you can see, you can check and see the author names and make sure they match up with that citation they gave you. Here's the journal publication information. Okay. So you can check that against the citation just to make sure it's correct. And you can read through this article and use that handout I gave you of questions to ask while you're reading to figure out what you may say in your annotation. You want to be reading the whole article or a chapter from a book that you are annotating, and not just summarize one page or the introduction or just the conclusion. To go back to the results list, just click up here, Result List. Sometimes it's a little bit slow. Maybe your connection, or it may just be the university servers. And here you go. You can change your search results. If there's multiple, articles they pulled up, you can continue digging through those. Let's see what happens when we just click fandom. So you can see we have 236 results just with fandom. And that's a good amount. That's something that you can just shift through. You can try to narrow it down more, but that's not too bad. That's only like 5 pages of results, so you can flip through that pretty quickly to kind of find what you want. You can add things to your folder, and then go back when you're done searching and look in your folder. If you create an account first, it will save those items every time you log in, so you don't have to try to track them down again. Let's just add a couple to the folder so we can see what that looks like. And sometimes the website's just a little bit slow. There could be a variety of reasons for that. If you're having a lot of trouble viewing it, try a different browser. It doesn't always like Internet Explorer. Chrome tends to work well with it. You can also try Safari or Firefox or any of the other browsers. Make sure that your browsers are updated. Well, from here, when it fully displays all your results, you can choose to read them from here, or you can just select all the ones that you want to email to yourself. You can email them, you can save them directly to your computer, you can print them. It gives you a variety of options. So I hope you found this video helpful in finding research for your annotated bibliography. If you get stuck, you have questions, then you should contact one of the reference librarians. Their primary job is to help you guys with research. So if you need help, go to the library homepage, click Need Help. There's also research guides right there. And these are all the different ways that you can contact a librarian at our university. You can text them during these times, you can call them, you can chat with them, you can send them an email. So there's all these different ways to try to get a hold of a librarian. And then of course if you're actually in the library, you can try to talk to them in person, sit down with your research and see if they can help you problem solve and figure out the direction that you need to go in to find the research that you need. And of course the Writing Center, once you have your research and you have an attempt at your summaries, can help you figure out how to put your annotations together, how to format your annotated bibliography, those type of things. Or they can look it over for you after you've written it and give you some feedback.